Communities are concerned about the impact of Project 2025. Now is not the time for panic. We must focus on readiness, empowerment, and resiliency to adapt to new laws, policies, and economic changes, where every skill, every connection, and every project prepares us for what's ahead. Welcome to the Stakeholder's Dilemma Facilitator's Guide. In this session, you will learn how to guide participants as they develop real-world skills and collaborate to tackle community challenges.
The Stakeholder's Dilemma empowers participants by connecting their skills with actionable solutions for pressing community issues. It's also a fantastic, thought-provoking challenge that balances innovation, community health, and controversy to spark debate, encourage creative problem-solving, and community engagement. Why is it so important? Because it brings real-world challenges into focus, promotes collaboration and critical thinking, encourages innovative solutions to real community problems, challenge participants to consider multiple perspectives, and encourages community engagement and personal growth. So what's the point? The Stakeholder's Dilemma is an effective communication tool that eliminates communication barriers between stakeholders. Breakdowns in communication lead to misunderstanding, frustration and conflict, missed opportunities, and inefficiency. Effective communication tools that are deployed during the Stakeholder's Dilemma are designed to avoid breakdowns and improve collaboration. These tools include active listening, speaking with clarity and transparency, encouraging diverse perspectives, and using a common framework. Let's review key steps of the game. Similar to the business canvas model, the Stakeholder's Dilemma uses our signature canvas as a guide to structure the critical thinking, decision-making, and creative problem-solving process to solve the dilemma. It's an easy-to-use tool where one sheet helps you develop and effectively communicate your mission, team, strategy, budget, and impact solution. Simply follow the order to build out your strategy and impact solution. Another helpful communication tool that we use during the Stakeholder's Dilemma is the STEAM Investigative Process Grid. It breaks down communication barriers by visually displaying the steps that interconnect different approaches towards solving problems and building solutions. Let me explain how the canvas works. If you have a copy in front of you, follow along. The first thing you will do is develop a problem statement. This is where you define the core challenge of the Stakeholder's Dilemma. Then you're going to identify key stakeholders. This is where you determine who is affected by the problem and who will be involved in solving it. After identifying your key stakeholders, you're going to weigh the pros and the cons of your decisions and analyze the potential benefits and drawbacks of the different solutions for each key stakeholder. Now it's time to define your role. This is where you and your collaborating stakeholders identify your strengths and determine how your skills can contribute towards solving the dilemma. Now that your group has identified key stakeholders and determined what resources each member of the team will contribute, you must now put all of these moving parts into one cohesive strategy to create one comprehensive solution. Here's where the real fun begins. Your team must present your collaborative strategy to a group of peer stakeholders and investors. It's your opportunity to articulate your position and support it with data, logic, and stakeholder perspectives. Now it's time to turn those ideas into action by developing an implementation plan. Your team must present how you're going to use your talents, skills, knowledge, tools, and financial resources to pull off your amazing ideas. It's your opportunity to articulate your different points of view from other stakeholders' perspectives and support them with data and logic. But wait, there's more. Now that you have your implementation plan mapped out, here's where you create a connecting bridge to the next generation. You now have the opportunity to create pre-apprenticeships, service learning projects, and job opportunities for youth and young adults based solely on the solutions you just created. That's right. Young innovators, leaders, and young entrepreneurs will use the Money Guide for Young Entrepreneurs activity workbook to implement the impact solutions you created using the Stakeholder's Dilemma canvas model. See the orange print on the canvas. Everything that starts with an MG represents a lesson in the Money Guide for Young Entrepreneurs activity workbook, so they can follow the same path you did to implement your solution. So how do we measure the long-term impact on the community and its stakeholders? We use the social values on the community on-demand skill cards to generate a social return on investment, or SROI. I'm pretty sure you've noticed these skill cards on just about every slide. These cards are from the community on-demand card game and are the key to making sure everyone can effectively communicate with one another as both stakeholders and youth leaders work together to solve the stakeholders dilemma. Their service goals and skill values are what drive the conversations and contributions you and your team make to solve the stakeholders dilemma. The more skills you use to complete the stakeholders dilemma canvas, the higher your contribution value is to your community. All that's left to do now is present your final results and collect your rewards. The individual, team, and community with the highest social return on investment solves the dilemma and wins the game. Let's play. For more information, contact us at info@nextstepsyep.org or visit our stone online at communityondemand.org.